Moving on to North Melbourne, plenty of talk about this draft class, so I want to get into it. They take Finn O'Sullivan, Matt Whitlock, Luke Urquhart, River Stevens, a father's son of Anthony Stevens, and then they relist Toby Pink in the rookie draft. Starting with Finn O'Sullivan, taking a pick two by the Roos, one of those three midfielders I spoke about before. Obviously, I wanted Sid Draper. Jagger was also very high on that list, and then Finn was the third, who I wasn't as keen on. His form compared to Draper and Jagger in this draft year didn't really stack up as much, and that kind of worried me a little bit. But I still think he's going to be a fantastic player, and he's going to be very good for North as well, learning from some pretty solid midfielders there that we've spoken about previously as well. So that's all well and good. But the big story of this draft class for North Melbourne was this trade that they used to get pick 27 in order to take Matt Whitlock. So they trade a future first round pick to Richmond, which is likely going to be a top five pick next year unless they improve pretty drastically, in exchange for pick 27 and the Tigers' second round pick for next year, which is going to land somewhere in the 20s. Similar spot to this pick 27. Now, what this trade does is effectively guarantee Richmond two top 10 picks, definitely likely two top five picks. But it also gets North Melbourne a very good key position player, a very good key position prospect. Someone who they clearly have a lot of faith in. What you've got in Whitlock is a very versatile player. Can play key forward, can play key defender. I'm not quite sure where North Melbourne want to play him for now. However, they obviously rate him very highly. And this is the key point I want to touch on here because everyone is up in arms about this trade. And I think North Melbourne have a lot more faith in their list than most of us do. And it's a bit of short-term pain in terms of losing that first round pick, which they don't necessarily think they need, because I think they're in a point now where they're putting their faith into the players they've got now and developing those. And it might take 3 more years. But there's no need to hold on to picks if you have faith in the players that you currently have now. So if they develop these players well and they win a flag in 4 years, 5 years, whatever it is, who cares that they've traded away potentially pick 3, 4 when they've used it to pick up a player who could be very instrumental in what they do in the years to come. That's just my opinion, but I think everyone's overreacting just a little bit on this one. Like, if he turns out to be a bust and they do nothing and they plummet back down the ladder, maybe people can look back and say, should have held on to that pick. Maybe could have gotten another generational talent. Maybe could have changed things. But we're all speaking with so much foresight. Let's just let things happen. See how it works. I digress. Pick 57, they take Luke Urquhart. Don't know a lot about him. Big body midfielder, though, so someone else that can come in there. They got a lot of midfielders. A lot of midfielders. I was talking last week about how nice their midfield looked, not expecting them to take two more midfielders. Like maybe the one, Finn O'Sullivan. But Urquhart, interesting. And then they take River Stevens, a small forward, father son. Don't know how early he'll play, but they definitely need small forwards. So that is a good list holder fill as well. They relist Toby Pink in the rookie draft. Did they fill needs? Again, the mids, I don't know if that's like desperate needs, but they got a versatile tall, which is good. They got a small forward, which is good. I think it was a fine draft for North. I've given it a B. Could have been a little bit better. Could have been a lot worse, for sure.